What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Gisa and Geralf. Hope you're ready to eat some human brains like a good zombie. Let's get the chat closed out. Playing against Gisela, little red-white angel. As far as our opening hand goes, we have Crypt, we have Underground Sea, Embalmer's Tools, and Blood Artist. Yeah, let's go and mulligan on this. Not the best opening hand. Drawn to Temple the False God, and that is not good. Let's go one more go. We don't have a black source, so not too good. Man, I don't know what it is about Gisa and Geralf, but they just, they do not want me to get a good video. They're like, hey, when you're recording, no videos for you, but when you're just testing, all the good videos. Let's go and mulligan. Drawn the Dismal Backwater. Let's go one more go. This is just not a good, Esper. We have Glimpse the Unthinkable. Yeah, I guess we'll keep on this one. Not the best. Temple of the False God, definitely far away with that. Let's go and put that on the bottom. So, let's go ahead and lead off with the Polluted Delta, and then we'll kind of cover what we got going on commander-wise. So we're playing Gisa and Geralf. Whenever they enter the battlefield, look at the top four cards, or put the top four cards of your library into your graveyard. Then, during each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. Playing against Gisela, Blade of Goldnight. She has flying in first strike. If a source you control, if a source would deal damage, actually, let's go ahead and we'll crack that Polluted Delta. If a source would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, that source deals double. If a source would deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent half that, rounded up. See if they're getting down right now. The Bolus planes are actually pretty popular. The Bolus full art land. So let's go and crack this. Let's grab that Water Your Grave, put it in play tap. That way we don't have to shock it in later. And we get down the Esper Panorama and then grab a black source. That way we can be online for a nice little Glimpse the Unthinkable for 10. Let's grab another Swamp. There we go. Put it in the play tap and go and pass the turn. Hopefully we get the land drop. If not, we can go for Glimpse the Unthinkable, get some stuff in the graveyard, and then kind of rally from there. So. And Pro Tour Monket. So if you are avoiding spoilers of Pro Tour Monket, this is your warning now to go ahead and pause the video because I'm about to talk about the winner of Pro Tour Monket. So just giving you a little bit extra time. But yes, Jerry Thompson took down the Pro Tour Monket with the Mono Black Zombies. So that's pretty cool. And so I figured let's get some zombies up and running for today's video. So here we are. All right, Glimpse for 10. We don't really get anything too crazy in the graveyard. We do end up with a zombie sack outlet. So we're looking at Carrion Feeder. We do have Possessed Scab. So if we do get one of our key reanimator cards in the graveyard, we can cast it out of the graveyard and bring it back with Gisa and Geralf. Right now we're just looking to hit our lane drop. See if our opponent's going to hit their lane drop for the turn. But other than that, as far as creatures goes, we do have the Lich Lord, so we can get in spots where we can start creating some zombies. Other than that, yeah, nothing too spicy out of the graveyard. Hopefully, the lane drop, then we can go for Read the Bones. Drawn to Felwar Stone. Well, I'll take it. That is something. Let's go and get that down. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. But yeah, so basically, with the 1 versus 1. Oh, Jerry Thompson, yeah, he took down the Pro Tour Monkey with Mono Black Zombies. I'm a huge fan of zombies, so it's really cool to see him take that down. And I've been following Jerry for a while now. He's definitely one of my favorite pro players to watch or kind of follow on the Pro Tour scene. So it was really cool to see him take down Pro Tour Monkhead. I know he's put in a lot of work doing that stuff, so it's pretty cool. It looks like this is going to shake down to be a very, very exciting game of Commander. See if they make the land drop for the turn. They're going to the discard phase. All right, man. It is Magic. Hey, if you're keeping score at home, it is official Magic junk time now. Okay. Got Anger in the graveyard. Well, that might have been on purpose. Okay, draw the Misty. Oh, awesome. I will take that. Do we want to scry and draw 2, or do we want to go and crack the Misty? Let's go and crack the Misty first. That way we can just start digging a little bit deeper. Let's crack this Misty. Let's go for the... Let's get up and running. We could actually get into spots where we just cast... well, we have to hit the land drop. We're looking at... I forgot Felwar only taps for 1. But we're going to crack the Misty, grab our Underground Sea, and then we get into spots where we may end up just going... We could go for Gisa and Geralf. We do have Carrion Feeder, Vengeful Dead out of the graveyard. Let's grab that Underground Sea. Is that what we're going to go for? Yeah, that's a nice little 4/4 beat stick. Well, they're going to have a Maze of Ith over there. Yeah, let's go and get Gisa and Geralf over. We get into spots where if we don't have anything to show for us, at least we can just start casting the little zombies we do have out of the graveyard, plus the 4. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We have a Dread Return in the graveyard, Gem Palm Polluter, and then we still have Ashnod's Altar to kind of start sacking, getting some stuff into the graveyard. But yeah, Jerry Thompson, shout out to him for winning, man. That's always cool seeing a player that's, not saying anybody's not deserving of a Pro Tour win, but, if it's somebody that you've been rooting for a while to kind of wish them the best of luck in Magic and they take it down, it always feels a little bit special. I really enjoy Jerry Thompson. I enjoy watching him, and I also enjoy Tom Ross. So those are my the two pros that I enjoy watching the most from America. So shout out to Jerry Thompson for winning. So Got me playing zombies. Let's see if we can force them to use the Maze of Ith. We're going to swing in with Gisa and Geralf. They're going to be able to untap it and stop us from swinging in. But, okay, let's get the Cauldron of Souls. We're going to name Zombie on this one. Feel bad for our opponent. Let's go and swing in for 4. See if they're going to use that Maze. That way we can just get them to tap out on their mana. Swinging in for 4. Now, out of the graveyard, we do have Liliana, but Liliana is not a human, so we can't cast her out of the graveyard. Excuse me. Alright, so we get in for 4, put them down to 26. We can go for the Ashnod's Altar, or do we want to go for a Read the Bones and then still have 2? We can still cast the... Yeah, let's go Lich Lord, actually. Let's get Lich Lord up and running. So we're looking at, just in case there's mana tithe, we're gonna use this blue, make it uncounterable, and then we'll just tap the white right there. So let's get the Lich Lord down. We're not going to be able to activate it just yet, but at least we can create a 1/1 blue and black zombie wizard creature token, and then 4, once we get into spots where we can get our mana up and running. Well, actually, we can only use that mana. We need to get into one more colored source, so we can start using the last activated ability. Hopefully our opponent hits their land drops for the turn, and then we can kind of go from there. But yeah, so Jury 1 got me playing some zombies today. Zombies is definitely my favorite tribe within Magic, so to see it take down a Pro Tour, that's really cool. And it's gotten me wanting to... like mono black zombies or black white zombies for standard's really cool, but it's gotten me wanting to kind of brew it for modern. So, which is a nice little segue into, on a side note, if you want your very own pitchfork and shovel to survive the zombie apocalypse, head over to MTGOTraders.com for all your gardening tool shed needs to survive the zombie apocalypse. I think that'd be the last tool that I use to fight a bunch of undead whatever people, but yeah, they got them over there if you want them. And make sure you subscribe to the MTGOTraders YouTube channel. I'm making videos for them too. A nice little mix of Commander and Modern. Okay, so we got Maze of Ith. Let's go ahead and do we want to get a zombie up and running? Is that what we're going to go for? We can still create it, and let's go Read the Bones. See if we can hit the land drop. I like that. So we're looking at black and then blue. Let's scry 2, draw a card. And then hopefully we hit the land drop and get that down. We can create a zombie. If not, we can just swing in for 6 and kind of keep some pressure on our opponent. But that is a bummer that they're definitely off lands. That's never fun. Okay, Read the Bones, Stinkweed Imp, and Diregraph Captain. This is going to be a nice little board, nice little bonus. Let's go ahead and put these on the bottom right now. Okay, Lightning Greaves and Fleshbag. Let's go and get the Lightning Greaves down. And we can actually get into spots where we put the Lightning Greaves on there, untap target attacking creatures. So they're not going to be able to stop Gisa and Geralf, but they can actually make us untap the Lich Lord if they want to. Alright, swinging it for 4, puts them into 20. Anything else? No, we're going to go past turn. See if they hit the land drop. If not, then we may end up going and scooping this one. Scooping this one up. It's a bummer. I hate that. Well, they draw into another planes. I'm sure this... Okay, sorry about that. Man, I had a really had a real bad coughing attack right there. That's why I kind of went silent. Okay, so our opponent gets down Chromatic Lantern. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to have 5 mana, and that definitely turns their lands on, so they can get some stuff up and running. Let's go to get the Marsh Flats down. So we're looking at Possessed Scab. We do have Dread Return, Read the Bones. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we can sack it. Let's go and crack the Marsh Flats. Get that in the graveyard. Let's have some fun. So the Possessed Scab is going to cost 5 out of the graveyard. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be total 6. We can cast it, bring back the Buried Alive out of the graveyard, and then get into spots where we can Dread Return, sack some creatures, sacrifice 3 creatures, and go from there. Let's go and grab the... do we have 2? No, we only have 1 basic. In his battlefield tap. So I'm just going to grab a Swamp on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go for Vengeful Dead. Let's go ahead and... we want something that's going to swing in this turn because we can shift the Lightning Greaves over there. Yeah, let's go for the Possessed Scab. Then we can go for Buried Alive, kind of get our graveyard up and running. Hand select the creature cards that we want in there. Tapping for blue. And then tap for 1 more. Okay, into the battlefield. We're going to grab something. Let's go and grab that. We're going to grab the Buried Alive. So we got Possessed Scab. We're going to grab that Buried Alive. That way we can search up exactly whatever zombies we want to search up. We do have a nice little Sack Outlet. We do have Vengeful Dead. So we can actually get into spots of where if we can somehow draw into a tutor, then we can get into spots of where we can grab like Living Death and kind of bring a bunch of stuff back out of the graveyard. Let's go and grab that Buried Alive. There we go. Buried Alive is going to come back out of the graveyard. And we can also go Ashnod's Altar, and we can sacrifice it, get it back in there, and get into spots where we can kind of start generating mana and kind of getting that nice little extra value out of our graveyard. I did recently add Possessed Scab into the deck, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and keep up with commander damage. So let's go ahead and swing in. We got 6 coming across. We could have stuck the Lightning Greaves on the Possessed Scab and swung across, but at this point right now, we're okay with swinging Gisa and Geralf. It is a 4/4 body still at the end of the day, and once they enter the battlefield and put the top 4 cards of our library into our graveyard, we're okay with that. Okay, get in for 6. So they're not going to activate the A's. We'll see if they activate the Maze on the Lich Lord. And that'll put them down to 14. Okay, they are. Activating on the Lich Lord. Gisa and Geralf are going to go in there. 2 damage from the Pitchfork, 2 damage from the Shovel, puts them down to 16, 12 total commander damage. Anything else for the turn? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Okay, so let's kind of re-rack. So we've got Buried Alive for next turn. We don't hit the land drop. That's going to be 3 total mana. We can still cast something out of the graveyard. We get into a spot to where if we do find Living Death, since we do have a Sack Outlet, we can cast Carrion Feeder and then make sure that we can make sure everybody goes back to the graveyard before we cast something like Living Death. If we need to get everybody in the graveyard, we're going to reanimate a bunch of stuff. So, alright, see what our opponent's tapping out for. Tapping for 4 total mana. Might be Wrath of God. Is that what we got going on? Could definitely be a play. Or no, they got 5 mana. Okay. Okay, Guardian of the Gateless. It can block any number of creatures, and whenever it blocks, it gets +1 for each creature's blocking. Okay, man, fair enough. And then if we want to, we can just swing in for Gisa and Geralf. They're going to trade on that one. And I think at this point we're okay with that. But we'll see. Okay, we draw into Fetid Pools. Let's go and go for the Buried Alive. And we do we have Flesh Bag? We can go Flesh Bag. Yeah, let's go and go Buried Alive. We can search up Flesh Bag. Let's go Balthor to Defile, because we have a lot of black creature cards in the graveyard. Let's go Balthor. Let's go Flesh Bag. Is Flesh Bag already in the graveyard? Let's see. No, Flesh Bag's in my hand. Okay, I was like, I knew I saw it somewhere. And I was like, where is it? I can't find it. I'm about to go crazy, but Flesh Bag's in the hand. There we go. Okay, so that's going to change what we're doing. We do have the Dread Return. So let's grab Balthor out of the graveyard. What else do we want to go for? We can go for Diregraph Captain. That'll be a nice little zombie lord. And we also go for Plague Belcher. I think that sounds pretty good. Then we get a spot where we can kind of go Zombie Aristocrats. Yeah, I like that. Let's go grab that. They're going to go into the graveyard. Let's cast the Flesh Bag Marauder. Tapping for black. Okay. We're going to have to sacrifice a creature. We'll go ahead and sacrifice Flesh Bag. They're going to sacrifice their Guardian. And then we can recast it next turn if we want to. We're definitely going to swing in for 4. That's going to be 16 commander damage. Put them down to 12. We can actually swing in with the whole crew if we want to. Coming in hot, so that's going to be 5. Puts them down to 7. See if they have anything they want to go for next turn. Now, we're probably going to be able to close it out. Oh, they finally drawn the mountain. So we're looking at this Maze of Ith will be able to tap off the Chromatic Lantern. So we're looking at 1, 4, 5, 6. They're going to have 6 mana. See what kind of gets them out of this. If not, next turn we're looking at Buried Alive, Dread Return, sack 3 creatures. They're all going to go to the graveyard. Okay. I'll take that. That's a few more creature cards out of the graveyard. But either way, we've got 3 creatures out there. We can, if our opponent doesn't scoop it up, we can go Dread Return, sack 3 creatures, bring Balthor back to the battlefield. We'll have black mana, and then that'll be Carrion Feeder and a whole bunch of stuff to get. All we're going to have to do is make sure that Gisa and Geralf don't... we can make sure they go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. So, see what our opponent gets up and running. But I think either way, we're going to have it through combat damage because it's going to be 6, and then 9 coming across puts them down to 7. So unless they have any sort of... Well, they can Maze of Ith, one of our creatures. They're going to have to Maze of Ith on the Possessed Scab. Okay, I like this. See what's going on. Then we still have the River of Tears play to get down. But yeah, that Wheel of Fortune gets some stuff in the graveyard. That should put us in a... Okay, Thalia swinging down. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. I think we're going to be able to close it out. We can swing in first if we want to, kind of get that little extra damage, because they don't have the Maze of Ith. Let's see, we got Liliana blocked on the Gisa and Geralf, but if we just go straight up Straight up, where is it? Dread return, sack 3 creatures. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We're going to bring back Balthor. Pay 3 mana. Return all black and red creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. So we're looking at Anger coming back. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get this one. We're just going to straight up just go... excuse me. Let's go and get the crypt down. Let's go for this. Make sure they go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. Let's go for the Dread return. Choose target creature card. We're going to choose Balthor. So we're looking at sacrifice 3 creatures. Look at 1, 2, and then 3. There we go. Balthor comes back. Let's activate Balthor. We're looking at triple black. Helps if we tap for triple black. There we go. Bring all black creatures back. Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and put it on the flesh bag in response. Put the top 4 cards of our library into our graveyard, and then we're going to have to sacrifice a creature. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and activate the Carrion Feeder, sacrifice a creature. Let's go and sacrifice the Lich Lord. That's going to be a Vengeful Dead trigger, Diagraph Captain trigger, Plague Belcher trigger, and then Liliana trigger. Let's go ahead and sacrifice another creature. Sacrifice the Liliana, because we want her in the graveyard instead of being the always yield. There we go. Let's go ahead and always yield, always yield, always yield. Drop down to 4. We just need to sacrifice another creature. Sacrifice the flesh bag. Look at that Vengeful Dead, man. He is happy to be out on the battlefield killing some zombies. Let's go and sacrifice another creature. Sacrifice Gisa and Geralf. Well, yeah, we'll sacrifice Gisa and Geralf. There we go. A few more triggers. Sacrifice the Zombie Master. There we go. Alright. Choose our opponent. There we go. Let's go put them down to 0 and then close them out. This should be it. Yep. Close them out. It's a bummer that our opponent was kind of stuck on lands for a little bit, but we kind of got some stuff up and running. It took us a while to get some stuff up and running, so I'm probably going to go ahead and post this one up just because. Zombies and Aristocrats, and then shout out to Jay Thompson. So, yeah. All right, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks.